Your AI coding agent asks a reasonable question. Can I edit project_settings.json? You've done this 100 times. You click accept. Except that file name was a lie. It was a symlink pointing at your SSH login file, and the line the agent just added is an attacker's key. The box showed you a harmless config file. The right landed on your front door. You just let a stranger log in. Wiz calls it GhostApproval. Here's the thing. Symlink tricks are ancient. A symlink is just a file that secretly points somewhere else, so writing to it writes to the target. That's decades old and not the interesting part. The interesting part is the approval box. In GhostApproval, the box that's supposed to protect you shows you the wrong thing. The symlink is only the delivery. The real failure is that the guardrail lies about what you're approving. And this is the part that should bother you. Testing Claude Code, Wiz found the agent had already figured out the real target in its own private reasoning. It literally noted that project_settings.json was, quote, actually a SSH configuration file. It knew, but the box shown to you named only the harmless file. Wiz calls this an informed consent bypass. You're still clicking accept, but the loop is showing you the wrong thing. Human in the loop only protects you if the loop tells the truth. It gets worse depending on the tool. The ones that still show a prompt just name the wrong file. But Windsurf writes the file to disk before the accept and reject buttons even appear, so the prompt is really just an undo button, and the key's already in place. And Augment shows no dialogue at all. Wiz demonstrated it silently reading an AWS credential file that sat outside the project. No symlink drama needed. It just reached out and grabbed it. So where does everyone stand? Wiz reported it to all 6. 3 shipped fixes: Amazon Q, Cursor, and Google Antigravity, each with a CVE. 2, Augment and Windsurf acknowledged it but haven't fixed it, so don't point them at repos you don't trust. And Anthropic disputes it's a bug at all. Their argument, and it's not crazy, you chose to trust the folder when you started the session, then you approved the edit, so the call was yours. They also say Claude Code's symlink warning shipped back in February. It's a real debate. How far should an agent go to protect a developer who already trusted a malicious repo? And this isn't one vendor slip. Back in May, Adversa found the exact same symlink and approval pattern across 6 coding agents. Cato Labs found it too. Cursor's own CVE credits both Wiz and Cato. When 2 independent teams trip over the same hole, that's a design weakness, not a bug. The shared root cause: these agents follow the symlink using ordinary file operations, then ask for approval based on the path they were handed, not the path the write actually lands on. So what do? Update your coding tools. Most of these fixes auto-install. Don't point the unpatched ones at repositories you don't trust. And here's the sneaky part. The files this attack targets, your shell startup file, your SSH keys, your AI tool's own config, all live outside the project folder, so Git status will never show they changed. After you work in an unfamiliar repo, check them by hand. A quick ls-la on your ZSHRC and authorized keys shows if anything moved while the agent was running. An approval box that names the wrong file isn't a safeguard, it's a liability with a checkbox. If you want these decoded before they reach your terminal, subscribe. New breakdowns every week. Go on, hit subscribe.